everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mo Mentals, Mental Moments with Miss Mo. It's your girl, your host, your favorite chick to chit chat with, Miss Mo. It's your sister on a pull up here to help you unpack, process, and progress forward in power and prosperity. All right, let's dig in. What are we talking about this week? So, this week I wanted to talk to you guys about pain entitlement. What do I mean by that? Sometimes we go through things, and not sometimes, all the time. We have all experienced something that was painful, wasn't pretty, wasn't what we ordered, wasn't what we were hoping for. We did not see that thing coming, right? And life doesn't always give us the biggest bowl of our favorite ice cream to eat, to partake of. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it hurts. We lose people that we love. We've built relationships and invested in these relationships, and then they go left, they end. We don't even communicate anymore, let alone talk about what we were hoping for, what we were building towards is no longer there, right? So there are things and situations in life that just don't feel good. They hurt. And then you hear people and you're talking about it. Every time you talk to somebody, you're bringing up this thing. Well, when they did this or this happened, and oh my goodness, I missed this, and oh my goodness, this, and da 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 da. How dare they? And you keep going on and on about these things, right? And then someone says, it's time for you to move on. You got to let that thing go. And you're like, how you going to tell me to let it go? You can't tell me when. Listen, nobody owns your pain. Nobody determines the entrance or the expiration of your pain but you. What do I mean by that? Sometimes because we've experienced what we've experienced, because that thing wasn't, it didn't feel good, or it made us feel however it made us feel. We were in our feelings about that thing. Because of that, we feel like it hurt. I'm not going to go back on that. I'm not going to change that. And you feel entitled to hold on to that pain. So when someone is like, you need to heal, you need to move forward, you need to let that thing go, you got an attitude because you feel like they're saying that that didn't matter. It's not that it didn't matter. It happened. You can't keep living in that moment. Because when we hold on to pain, what we're actually doing when we're holding on to that pain is we're reliving that moment. We are stuck in that experience. We cannot move forward. And everything we do in life, we do it through the glasses of whatever that experience was. If you've received or if you've experienced a lot of loss in life, it can kind of put you in a place where you're fearful, and it makes you leery on connecting because people are always walking away. If you've dealt with a lot of rejection in life, it can also make you feel leery in your connections with people because you feel like this is going to happen again. So until you heal from that, until you allow yourself to move, not to get over it, but to move beyond it, void of it, stop reliving it, stop staying stuck. It's like trying to watch TV and the movie is stuck on this one frame, this one screen. And no matter what you do, you didn't try turning off the TV, you didn't try unplugging the TV, and this is what other people doing. We trying to unplug the TV, we trying to turn it off, we trying to change the channel, and nothing. It keeps going right back to this one scene. It's stuck. It's on loop. And it's a few seconds, it's a few minutes, it's an hour, it's a day, it's a week, it's years. It's whatever time frame it is that this thing took place. However, you are now rooted and grounded in that space. You can't think beyond that. You can't eat beyond that. You can't breathe beyond that. This thing has become an intricate part of your life. And so when they're saying to you, you have to heal, you have to move on, you have to move forward, what they're saying is, in order for you to be healthy and truly happy, you have to let go of what's hurting you. You can't hold on to a knife, gripping it with all of your strength and all of your might and expect to stop bleeding. You're never giving that wound time to close. And it doesn't mean, oh, just stop it. Don't think about it anymore. No, there is a process. There is work that you have to do to be able to effectively look at that situation, revisit that thing in its totality, unpack it, and then put things in their proper place. And sometimes you're not going to get an apology. Sometimes you're not going to get a do-over. But what you do get is another day, another chance to breathe beyond what you've just inhaled in that time. What we're saying when we say you have to move on, you have to let that go, what we're saying is not that it didn't matter, not that it didn't hurt, not that you weren't wrong. What we're saying is there is something greater for you than what that was. And in order for you to get that, you have to free your hands of this to be able to grab hold to that. Because if I have my hands full of trash, I can't pick up the good food. All I have is this trash. If my hands are dirty and they're bloody from all of what's went on here, I can't touch this cute white dress. Y'all see it? I can't. Why? Because my hands aren't clean. I can't get what's ahead of me because I cannot let go of what has already been. Releasing this and grabbing that does not excuse what happened. What it does is it gives me, when I let go, when I move beyond it, Monique, give Monique permission to move beyond all of the things that have hurt me, all of the lies that have been told, all of the things that have been stolen. Because holding on to it isn't going to heal me. Holding on to it isn't going to bring it back. Holding on to it isn't going to erase the lie. If they've lied on me, the best thing I can do is live the truth before everybody. And that lie has no weight. Because there's no evidence of the lie. All they have is the truth that I've been living. Now, if they choose to see the lie over the truth that's being lived before them consistently, that's their decision. I'm not bound to that. I'm not bound to their lie. I'm not bound to their... Listen, that's your thought. That's your opinion. That's your business, your responsibility, not mine. I have been through quite a bit of things. I've suffered a lot of losses, some at the hands of my own, not others. And some at my own decisions, my own moves, my own words. I've killed some things verbally that were part of my destiny just because I was too immature when I spoke about it. Because I was too immature and I wasn't prepared when I was in the room with the people who could help me get where I was trying to go. I've ruined some of those experiences. People are like, well, if it was from God, then it'll come back around. It may not. But I have to be okay and say, what do I want now? What am I going to do now? What's supposed to be now? And go after that. There's a decision that I made some years ago. And I tell you, I have been living under the shadow of that decision for about 13 years. 13 years. And I feel like it was the worst decision of my life. Now, it took me around the way and behind the scenes and under the dirt and so on and so forth. And it took me a long time to get back on track. But I learned a lot along the way. I broke a lot of things along the way. But God gave me another chance. And another chance. And another chance. And another and another and another. That's why they say, God isn't the God of a second chance. He's the God of another chance. Another opportunity. And as long as we're breathing, we have the ability to get right with Him and move forward. So I don't care what you've been through. Not that it doesn't matter. What I'm saying by that is nothing you've experienced is that big or that great that it deserves to be able to rob you of another day of your life, another day of your joy, another day of your peace, another day of happiness, another day of connecting with new connections, new people, new places, new things, another day to dream big because maybe they told you weren't worth nothing, you weren't going to amount to nothing, and although you kept trying to overcome that, situations and disappointments and setbacks kept outnumbering your tries, and you gave up. Pick it up again, sis. go back, try it again. You may have to rework the plan. You may have to rename it. You may have to relabel it. You may have to rework it. You may have to reprioritize it, reprogram it. You may have to do a lot of reads to get that thing moving. But it may not even look like, sound like, or feel like the same thing by the time you're done reworking the process or reworking whatever it is. Just because they said it and that time frame seemed to mirror what they said does not mean they have the final say. Keep going. You got this. Move on forward. Listen. You have to determine whether or not you want to remain entitled to hold your pain, or entitled to hold your promise, entitled to hold your inheritance, entitled to regain your peace, entitled to regain your laughter, your joy, your happiness, your glow, sis. And not just from a beat face, because, I spent a little time in the mirror today. Anyway, moving right along. You are entitled to way more than your pain. It hurt. Cry about it. Take some time. But ask yourself, have you given that enough time? Have you nursed that wound enough? Are you ready to move forward? Who are you void of that pain? Who are you beyond that experience? Who are you beyond that disappointment? Who are you beyond that hit, that blow, that knockdown, that knockout? You still breathing. You got back up in there. It took you a minute, but you're still here. Who are you beyond that pain? In order for you to really discover that, you're going to have to let it go. You're going to have to relieve yourself of the pain and give yourself permission to move forward better. And that's all I have for you. It has been a blast to be here. I know this one was a little lengthy and, talked about a couple of different things, but I really hope you all got it. Like, listen, yes, it hurt. No one's discrediting that. But now what do you want to do? Do you want to stay in that or do you want to move forward? Anyway, this has been another Mental Moments with Mo. Thank you so much for stopping by and for joining. Until next time, this has been a blast. It's your girl, your host with the most, your favorite chick to chit chat with, Miss Mo. It's your sister on a pull-up, here to help you unpack, process, and progress forward in power and prosperity. All right, until next time, God bless you all. And as always, keep it kingdom. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications, because y'all been missing some episodes. And so when them notifications come through, don't dismiss them. Get on over there and check out the news video. All right, God bless. Keep it kingdom. This clicker. I'm just going to buy a new one.